Hello, hello, and welcome back to the channel. As most of you know, I'm Topher. And for those of you who don't know and just randomly decided to click on my video, welcome to the channel. I'm Topher. Thank you for stopping by. So we're here to do a reaction, and we're diving back into Between Us. We're diving into episode 10. It's been a few weeks. I'm a little behind schedule. The show's actually finished. It finished yesterday. But this last week I was just super duper busy and didn't have time to record anything, and I didn't get around to recording my reactions to episode 10 and or 11 in my reaction session before this week, so I've just got stuff to catch up on. So I'm gonna finish the series right here right now today. We're gonna go on a potential, well, probably emotional journey. I was gonna say potentially emotional journey, but no, we left the characters in a very emotional place at the end of episode 9. So, and this is the end of the series, so if it's anything like Until We Meet Again, we're gonna go on an emotional journey. I picked quite a time to decide to binge through multiple episodes in a row. So we're gonna see how I do. We're gonna see how I feel at the end of this. Unfortunately, I don't have any Between Us merch because I haven't bought any BL merch. I haven't really bought any merch in general in months. It's been a while. So in lieu of that, I'll just wear my Until We Meet Again merch. It's not the same, but it's close enough. So we're gonna just dive in and see how this last couple episodes goes out for us. Looking like a damn angel sleeping. A little team. I don't think I've talked about Team's cheekbones enough in this series, but he has beautiful cheekbones too. Beautiful cheekbones, beautiful lips. But I'm always just so taken aback anytime Dean walks into the frame.
สวัสดีครับ
นั่นใครใช่เบอร์ทีมหรือเปล่า
ใช่ครับแต่พอดีว่าทีมยังไม่เติมนะครับ
อ๋อนั่นวินใช่ไหมครับ
You know me? Answer the question.
ใช่ครับ
Mama still saying like, hello, you there?
แค่จะโทรมาบอกว่าพ่อเขาเตรียมกับข้าวรอไว้แล้วแล้วนี่จะเข้ามากันตอนไหนล่ะ
อีกสักพักนะครับไม่น่าเกินชั่วโมง
โอเคจ้ารีบมากันนะลูกพ่อกับแม่อุ่นกับข้าวรอ
That little smile.
เดี๋ยวผมจะรีบพาทีมเข้าไปนะครับ
It's like, girl, don't you pretend. Don't you pretend. Sweet boy. We still haven't fully dealt with your problems yet, but I'm glad that we're in a happier mood right now. Hello.
ผมให้คนเอาไว้ที่กรุงเทพมาแล้วนะครับผมขอบคุณมากครับเฮียทำไมรถผมมาอยู่ที่นี่ได้อะก็เมื่อคืนมึงจอดรถทิ้งไว้ไม่ใช่ไงกูเลยให้คนไปเอามาให้แล้วเขาเป็นใครอ่ะทำไมเราถึงเอารถผมมาได้อ่ะเฮียจ้างเหรอ
Yes
เท่าไหร่เลยผมจ่ายเองแล้วก็ค่าห้องเมื่อคืนด้วยเดี๋ยวผมรับผิดชอบ
Girl, don't worry about it.
นี่โรงแรมกูฮะ
Yes, don't forget my father owns hotels.
แล้วคนที่ไปเอารถมาให้มึงก็เป็นพนักงานของโรงแรมมึงไม่ต้องเสียอะไรทั้งนั้นแหละ
The perks of dating a millionaire's daddy who owns hotels.
มองแบบนี้หมายความว่าไงสภาพกูไม่เหมือนเจ้าของโรงแรมก็ประมาณนั้นอ่ะ จะไปได้ยัง ไปดิเสียจะเอามา
But what about your motorcycle?
แม่คุณพ่อ นี่เฮียวินเนี่ยคุณพ่อแม่ผม
I feel like we probably had that introduction when we walked through the door before we sat down at breakfast, but okay.
ตัวเนี้ยดูแลยากเลย
อ๋อ
Daddy knows what's up.
อะไรนะครับพ่อ
ก็เห็นว่าเป็นรุ่นพี่ที่ชมรมแล้วทีมอะดื้อไหมล่ะลูก
อ๋อ
Girl,
ก็นิดหน่อยครับ
you don't want to know how I had to handle him.
ไอ้เฮียผมโตนะเว้ย อายุเยอะกว่าแค่2 ปีอะทำตัวเหมือนอยู่มานาน ก็แบบนี้แหละครับ เนี่ย
อ่ะ กินข้าวกินข้าว มีเด็กโมโหหิวแล้วตักให้พี่เขาด้วยลูก
เอาไปเลยแค่เนี้ยที่เหลือตักเอง
ไม่กิน
อร่อยมากเลย
See, I like this little happy family dynamic. I'm sure it's a refreshing change of pace for Win.
มากันแป๊บเดียวเอง ยังไม่ทันหายคิดถึงเลยจะกลับแล้ว
เดี๋ยวผมกลับมาใหม่แป๊บเดียว
ว่างๆก็มากันอีกนะลูก วินด้วย มากินข้าวกัน
Yes, Win, come anytime.
ไปนะครับ สวัสดีครับพ่อ สวัสดีครับ
ขับรถกันดีๆนะครับ
เอาละบ๊ายบาย
ขับรถดีๆนะ
ครับ
But seriously, where'd your motorcycle? Or you might have had your staff take your motorcycle back. That would make sense too.
เดาไม่ผิดแล้วพ่อเอ้ย อย่างตาทีมอะจะยอมให้ใครขับรถง่าย
พ่อก็ว่างั้นเลยแม่
I like the way Daddy just whispered. Hold on, I want to take that back just a little bit, just because I
ๆ
like the sound of his
ยอมให้ใครขั
voice.
บรถง่าย
พ่อก็ว่างั้นเลยแม่
Yes, Daddy, how you doing? And again, I love the supportive family dynamic. I know that's not the way everyone's life is, but some people, hashtag product placement, some people's lives have supportive parents. Some people have supportive families, and I like seeing that represented sometimes. Make sure you get yourself a drink.
เฮียกินมันทอดปะพ่อผมทำอร่อยมากเลยนะเดี๋ยวผมแบกใส่กล่องไปให้
Put some in a box. Where am I going?
นี่มึงโอเคหรือยังเรื่องเมื่อวานโอเคแล้ว
I mean, that might be an oversimplification. We're feeling better today, but there's still things that need to be discussed. Even if it's not with Win, with somebody. Maybe a licensed medical professional. Girl.
เป็นไรเนี่ย กูปวดหัวนิดหน่อยอ่ะ
Girl, don't y'all start
เดี๋ยวนั่งก่อนนะ
throwing in no last minute, 11th hour medical issues for Win. Don't y'all start this nonsense.
ตัวร้อนจี่อะไรเงี้ย
Okay, that makes
ทำไมไม่
sense.
บอกอ่ะ
Yes, he was running through the damn rain. That makes sense.
นี่
Okay.
ขับรถมาอีกเดี๋ยวกินยาก็ดีขึ้น นี่เป็นเพราะขับมอเตอร์ไซค์ตากฝนมาหาผมใช่ไหม คนมันจะป่วย ไม่มีเหตุผลมันก็ป่วยได้ปะวะ
But also driving through the rain all damn night.
เฮียนอนพักกันนะ
Okay, so we're gonna get an episode where a team gets to take care of Win for a change. Okay, okay.
เดี๋ยวผมเอายามาให้กินนะเฮีย
And it's a good thing he has all those fluids at his bedside. He's got to keep him hydrated. Yes, I need more of you and Juan. A sweet boy in the middle. My little ray of sunshine. I know y'all keep telling me you have to watch my 12%. I'll get to it. It's on the list. Don't worry.
พี่จะดีใจหรือว่าเสียใจนะครับ
Only one way to find out.
มึงก็นอนได้แล้วพรุ่งนี้เรียนเช้าไม่ใช่หรอ
Don't worry about me. You just worry about you.
เดี๋ยวผมเก็บของเสร็จก็มานอนแล้ว
Again, we going to sleep with all these damn lights on. I don't understand it. But I know some of you guys have put down in the comment section that's how y'all sleep too, and I'm not judging anybody. It just don't make any sense to me.
หนาวเหรอ
Aww. But also, are you contagious? Because I don't want to catch it.
เฮีย
นี่
She's so pretty.
แล้วเหรอ
เปล่าอะดูแลคนป่วย
คนป่วย ใครอ่ะอ้าว
พี่นี่วัน
นี่
นี้
สวัสดีค่ะ
ครับวินไม่
Cheekbones.
มาใช่ไหมมันเป็นไงบ้าง พี่วินเป็นอะไรล่ะครับพี่วินมันป่วยอะใช่ไหม
Yes,
ใช่
cheekbones.
ครับ เมื่อคืนตัวร้อนทั้งคืนเลย แต่เมื่อเช้าดีขึ้นแล้วครับงั้นก็รีบกลับไปดูแลมันด้วยแล้วกันเย็นนี้ก็ไม่ต้องเข้าชมรมไอวินมันไม่ค่อยป่วยอะพอมันป่วยทีนึงก็คงหนักหน่อยฝากด้วยนะ
You better take him to take care of his man. Or send him to take care of his man. These fine ass
เดี๋ยวพี่
cheekbones.
ไปก่อนนะพาม
These ears. I just,
ตั้งใจเรียนนะครับ
just love me some D.
เย็นนี้พี่มารับได้ครับ
สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีครับ
Bye, Dean.
แหม ที่บอกว่าดูแลคนป่วยจะไม่ได้นอน คนป่วยเท่ากับพี่วินเหรอ
Maybe.
ถึงไหนกันแล้ว
ถึงไหนอะไรล่ะ
Girl, you don't have to keep denying it. We're your besties. If you can't tell us, who can you
เรา
tell?
เหมือนกันนะ
Okay.
เหมือนกัน
Okay, that's fair. Even though I feel like we've established it 40 times already in the series, it's okay. That's fair.
มีอะไรอยากเล่าให้พวกเราฟังไหม
คือเรื่องของเรากับเฮียวินน่ะมันเริ่มมาจากความสนุก อารมณ์ชั่ววูบตอนแรกเราก็เชื่องั้นนะแต่พอนานๆไปอ่ะเรารู้สึกว่ามันแปลก
ยังไงหรอ
ๆเรารู้สึกเคยชินที่มีเขาอยู่อ่ะแล้วก็รู้สึกแย่เวลาที่เขาไปสนใจคนอื่นมากกว่า แล้วก็รู้สึกอยากสำคัญกับเขาอะ
This contract better come through.
ใช่ไหม
Sweet boy.
อืม
Oh boy.
แล้วเฮวินน่ะรู้สึกยังไงอ่ะ
he couldn't love you anymore if he tried.
เราก็ไม่รู้เหมือนกันนะ
Swear I'm gonna beat this child over the head with something.
พอก็รู้สึกแบบเรา บางทีก็ ไม่
When? At what point? Please
ใจเย็นๆนะค่อยคิด
re-roll the tape. Show me at what point Win has demonstrated that he has not felt the same.
เรากลัวว่า ถ้าเราทำอะไรลงไปแล้วอะแล้วไม่เหมือนแบบที่เขาคิด แล้วเราจะเสียเขาไป
I mean
เรา
that's
คิด
just
ภาพตอนที่เราไม่
love
มี
here.
เขาไม่ออกแล้วอะ
Aw, sweet boy.
แต่ที่แน่ๆเราคิดว่ามันไม่ดีแน่นอน
แต่ถ้าทีมไม่ทำอะไรเลย
No, that's a terrible idea. Ask. You should ask.
ทีมก็ต้องเสียพี่วินไปอยู่ดีนะ
Yes, talk some sense into him,
ถ้าเกิด
Parm.
ว่าพี่วินเขาเจอใครสักคนที่เขารักเขาอยากสร้างครอบครัวด้วยถึงวันนั้นแล้วเนี่ยทีมก็ต้องเสียพี่วินไปอยู่ดีเหมือนกันไม่ใช่เหรอ
I mean, he already met that somebody. Yo,
ทำยังไงอะฟาร์ม
talk to your boyfriend.
ทำตามใจตัวเอง
No.
ตั้ง
Yes, okay, follow your heart and ask him. Just have a conversation.
1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1สู้เว้ย
สู้
Come on, soundtrack. Ah.
สู้
Yes, you can.
โอ้ย
Just ask him directly. Hey,
เรามีความรัก
say, baby, do you love me? Do you want to be my everything? Are we an item? Are we a thing? Just get those concrete words out of Win.
ยิ้มก่อน
Because again, if there's anything we've noticed throughout the series, Team very much needs those words of affirmation, and Win is much more of a acts of love kind of. They've got different love languages, and while it seems obvious to me that Win is clearly in love, Team needs that verbal confirmation, and that's fine. But I need him to seek out that verbal confirmation instead of just avoiding the subject altogether. Also, my little cuties, how y'all
คริ
doing?
สต์มาสมาเป็นเดือนแล้ว ยังไม่เก็บอีกเหรอ
ไม่เก็บหรอก บอกแล้วไงว่าเราชอบคริสต์มาส
They've been up for 3 years
ชอบ
now.
คนสร้างต้นคริสต์มาสใช่ปะ
ใครอะซานตาคลอสเหรอ
แซนต้าที่ไหนเขาสร้างต้นคริสต์มาสกันน่ะ จบอนุบาลที่ไหนมาเนี่ย
แป๊บนึงนะ
My sweet boys.
ไปเที่ยวแพอะแดดต้องร้อนมากแน่ๆ อันนี้ครีมกันแดดทาตัว
This is hashtag product
อันนี้
placement.
กันแดดทาหน้า ส่วนอันนี้เจลว่านหางจระเข้นะ หลังออกแดดอะพอกไปเลยนะหนา
Thick layer. Okay, they're not showing me the label, so it's not product placement, which it's just a good skincare regimen. Okay.
ๆ ใครเขาทากันแดดนอน2 ทุ่มเราไปล้างหน้าไป
People who sleep with all the lights on? I don't know. You don't want to catch a sunburn from your fluorescence. We love a good skincare routine.
พร้อมแล้ว
Like I said before, they're just my little injection of sweetness. Win and Team are taking us on an emotional journey, and they have sweet moments too, but B and Prince are just my injection of sweetness all around.
หน้าบีตลกอะ
อ้าว เราไม่ใช่คนตลกนะปิ้น นี่ปิ้นชอบคนตลกเหรอ ถ้าปิ้นชอบคนตลกอ่ะ ก็ไปจีบคนตลก ไม่ใช่มาจีบเรา
Girl, why you...
คนตลาดเฮ้ตลกตลก
I was like, girl, why you trying to send your boyfriend away? You just got him.
อย่าทำแบบนี้ได้ไหม เอาปวดท้อง
ไม่ยิ้มก็น่ารัก ยิ้มก็น่ารัก ยิ้มหัวล้อเนี่ย
มันโคตรน่ารักเลยอ่ะ
Oh, he's crushing so hard.
ถ้าน่ารักก็รักดิ
I mean, girl, it's been a week, but
ก็รักอยู่นี่ไง
okay. Oh, y'all better be cute.
เอ้ย
That's not all he wants to make wet, let me tell you.
แปะไม่เสร็จเลยดูแค่นี้มีตีนกาด้วย
ปิ้น
มาเข้าไปเยอะๆนี่จะได้หล่อๆเดี๋ยวเราเทจาก2ให้เลย โอ้ยเย็น
Like I said, they're cute. It's sweet. Are you stealing all his chips? Girl, what's going on? Did y'all break up? Win looks as confused as I am.
มึงทำอะไรของมึงเนี่ยจะไปเปิดร้านขายขนมหรือไง ไม่ได้เลยเฮีย ไปกลางป่ากลางเขา ถ้าเกิดอยากกินขึ้น
Okay. Okay, they're going camping.
จอ
Gotcha.
ดกูไม่ได้กันดารขนาดนั้นไหมหึกูกันไว้เดี๋ยวแก้ปะเกือบลืมอ่ะ ผมเอาไอ้นั่นไว้ด้วยนะ
Oh, we're gonna have a little love and serenade.
ดิ ไปนอนแพทั้งที ผมก็อยากเล่นกีตาร์ริมน้ำปะแล้วนี่จะเสร็จยัง อีกไม่กี่ชั่วโมงไม่ต้องตื่นแล้วนะ เสร็จแล้วเนี่ย บ่นเป็นพ่อเลยปายังไม่นอน เฮ้ยเฮียก็กลับไปนอนห้องตัวเองดิ
Rude.
ตัวยังลุมๆอยู่เลย เกิดกูนอนคนเดียวแล้วช็อกตายไปทำไง
Exactly.
แต่ตะกี้ผมจับตัวเฮีย เย็นเฉียบเลยนะ
Oh, we'll warm it
ห
up.
น้ากันไว้ดีกับแกพันนี้มึง เฮีย เสียงดังคนป่วยจะนอน
I'm like, girl, if you want me to go back to my room, you could have sent me like 4 hours ago, and I could have been asleep this whole damn time. Like,
อย่าไป อะไรมึงเนี่ย
well, girl, you on my side. You know you always sleep on the left, not sleep on the right. My poor sweet boy got so many insecurities. I mean, while he's sleeping right now, probably not the time to ask the question, but you need to have this conversation with him sooner rather than later. Put your mind at ease.
คืนนี้นอนไหน รู้งานเนาะไอ้เวร
Girl.
ไอ้สัตว์สดชื่นหรือมึงจะนอนกับกู
I mean, I'd watch that too. That's fine. I'm okay with this.
พี่กุญแจห้องผมพังเหรอ
Girl, you know where you
ต้
sleeping.
องพามครับกุญแจห้องอยู่ที่ไอดีนนะ ครับพี่วิน ส่วนมึงอะไปกับกู เฮีย ผมจะนอนกับพาม
I mean, everybody want to sleep with Parv.
พามจะนอนด้วยขอจัดการต่อด้วยนะ
Cheekbones.
ไปกับน้องพามเก็บกระเป๋าที่ห้องเรากัน ครับ หมดแล้วอะพี่ ไป
มึงอะนอนกับกู
Gladly. I mean, granted, I already know that they've got their own separate love interests, but still, I'd ship it. I'd watch it.
อะไรเนี่ยเก่งจังอะพามส่งรูปให้มะนาวดูยังอ่ะส่งแล้วครับ
I bet you did.
กับเพื่อนผม
But did you send pictures of the river to Manao?
ก็อย่างที่เห็นอะจีบอยู่ แล้วก็ใกล้ติดแล้วด้วย
โอ้โหโคตรเจ๋งอ่ะยอมรับกันแบบแมน
I know. I love it.
ทำไมต้องไม่ยอมรับอะชอบก็บอกว่าชอบ เก็บไว้คนเดียว
Thank you. Yes, impart this wisdom into this little baby boy who needs it.
และ
Okay.
ไม่มีใครมายุ่งกับมะนาวด้วย
ๆโอ้โหพามเปล่าทีมอ่ะไม่อยากมีแบบนี้บ้างเหรอ
Mm-hmm.
เอาอะไรอ่ะทิ้งพามฟ้องพี่วินนะฟ้องดิฟ้องเลยฟ้องเลยทีมฟ้องเลยไอ้เลย
I say it every time. I love when, like, I love his hair all the time, but I love him when it's in just this natural, sort of like messy, unstyled state. It's just the most adorable thing. I love it on him.
เดี๋ยวนี้มึงยิ้มเก่งขึ้นนะ
Girl, you too.
มึงดูมีความสุขง่ายขึ้น
You too.
หาความสุขให้ตัวเองได้แล้ววะ
I remember like the first 6-7 episodes of Until We Meet Again. I'm like, girl, I wish you would crack even just the slightest hint of a smile.
คิดไว้ได้แล้ววะแล้วมึงจะบอกเมื่อไหร่
Please tell me as soon, because baby boy out here,
น่าจะคืนนี้แหละ
yes, please. 'Cause he out here unsure of everything in life.
โชคดีนะเว้ย
Okay, of course, Parm not out here making the first move. Girl, why is Dean out here? I know Dean out here looking all devious, like he about child. About to ask.
มึงมีแฟนหรือยัง
Okay, this music need to calm down. I mean, these are questions that we need to ask, but like we need to calm this down.
ยังไม่มีครับ
Oh no, that's not the answer we needed. No, no, I hate this game. But I was hoping there was a continuation. Like I don't, but there's someone I would like to be. Like, don't just leave him out.
หายไปไหนไม่บอกเลยนะมึง Happy birthday to you
Sweet sunshine.
birthday to you Happy birthday Happy birthday
I love this sweet little sunshine.
Happy birthday to เฮียเฮ้ยอย่าเพิ่งดีเฮียอธิษฐานก่อนอธิษฐานมาทุกปีแล้วไม่เห็นจะเป็นจริงเลยปีนี้ขอร้องเนี่ยอธิษฐานดูได้ปะก็ได้ลองดู
Oh, sweet little sunshine.
สุขสันต์วันเกิดนะเฮียลืมไปเลยนะเนี่ยว่าวันนี้วันเกิด
That's why you have
เอ
me.
งนะที่ไหนอะจำได้แต่วันเกิดผมกับเฮียมิน ก็มันไม่ได้สำคัญอะไรนี่หว่า
It is to me.
คืนนี้ขอลองด้วยดิ
Oh. I mean, can I sleep with you tonight too? For different reasons. I swear I love this sweet little ray of sunshine with all my heart.
นี่นะเฮียฝันดีมึงเฮีย
Oh,
อะไร ใครจะบอกว่าเฮียเป็นไงอ่ะผมไม่รู้นะ แต่สำหรับผมอ่ะเฮียโคตรเจ๋งนะรู้เปล่า
who said I wasn't? What have you heard?
ขนลุกเว้ย เดี๋ยวผมรีบเรียนให้จบแล้วออกมาช่วยเฮียทำงานนะ พูดมากแล้ว นอนเถอะมึง
I can't. There's too many lights
นอน
on.
เลยดิเมียวขนลุก ขนลุกเลยอย่า
It's like, girl, I'm not gonna try nothing. I just want a hug.
หายใจไม่ออก
I swear this sweet little ray of sunshine can say just about anything and do just about anything, and it's still the most adorable thing in the world.
นี่มึงกินอะไรผิดไปปะเนี่ยกูไม่ชินว่ะ
Like if it were any other siblings in any other series and whatnot, and one's like, "Hey, can I cuddle you tonight?" Everyone else in the world might be like, "I'm sorry, what's going on here?" But I swear the sweet little ray of sunshine can say just about anything, and it's like he's like, "Can I cuddle?" And it's like, "Of course, baby, go ahead, cuddle everybody." I just love the sweet little ray of sunshine. I love him. The sweetest little cinnamon roll. Even when Juan's like, "Why are you being so sweet? It's cringy." I'm like, if it were any other character.
เลือดน้ำเนี่ย รอ กูอาบน้ำแล้วนะ
Okay, Daddy. Okay. Okay, Daddy's happy about something. That's fine. But again, sweet little ray of sunshine out here. Like, girl, you smell your armpit bump. If it'd been any other character in the world, I'd be like, this is weird. Juan was like, "Why are you being so nice? You being cringy?" And I was like, yes, some of these things might come off a little cringy, but because it is him, it is the sweetest little ray of sunshine in the world, and you just love him. You can't help but love him. No one's gonna escort them back to the room, make sure they get there without drowning. Yes, let's have a conversation, please. For the love of God.
เมาหรือเปล่า ไม่เมา แต่ก็ไม่ควรมานั่งริมน้ำตามลำพังคนเดียวเปล่า โอ้เฮีย นี่ตัวเต็งชมรมว่ายน้ำเลยนะ
Yes, but I feel like I've almost saved you from drowning like 6 times already.
แต่นี่มันริมแม่น้ำ ไม่ใช่สระว่ายน้ำชมรม ขอโทษครับ เด็กดี แล้วมานั่งทำอะไรตรงนี้คนเดียวเดี๋ยวยุ่งว่าหามหรอก ดูดาวเฮียนานๆทีได้ผ่อนคลายอ่ะนู่นดิ
I do like the framing of that shot there.
ดาวสวยมากเลยอ่ะ
Yeah, like that shot right there is gorgeous. He looks with so much love in his eyes.
คลายจริงๆด้วย
Yeah, but before we kiss, can we have a conversation? No? Okay. Okay. Kiss and then maybe a conversation? And now a conversation?
เฮียผมง่วงนอนแล้วอะ
Oh, I hate it here. Jesus. Yes, please, go get him. Go. Talk. Please. Oh, okay. It's not quite the talk I had in mind, but I'm here for it.
มีความสุขไหมครับ
I am.
ครับ พี่รักพามนะ รักพามมาก มากที่สุดเลยครับ พามก็รักพี่ดินเหมือนกันครับ
Bet your ass you
รัก
do.
ตลอด
God, those cheekbones. Like, y'all can't look at this profile right here and not tell me that it's not a beautiful man. The higher powers knew what they were doing the day they created that face. They just hands came down and sculpted those cheekbones. Ugh. Oh, you guys do stay in the same room. That things. Yes. So go back and talk, please. No kissing, no sexy time, none of that. Talk, please. I'm begging. God, what did I just say? What did I just say? Unless you're pushing him down to have a conversation, in which case you could have just said, "Hey, how you doing?"
Yeah.
Girl, what did I just say?
ทำอะไรอะ
Yes, what are you doing? Oh, Lord. Okay, but why am I hearing every single disengagement of the lips and breath in between, Lord?
Yeah, man. ชอบทำให้เล่นทุกทีอะถ้ากลัวจริง มึงรับปากกูไหมว่าจะไม่หนีกู
Okay, but that's not a full conversation.
ในโลกนี้มึงจะกลัวอะไรก็ได้ กูพร้อมที่จะอยู่ข้างมึงเสมอ แต่มึงห้ามกลัวกู เข้าใจไหม
Okay, I need more conversation. We're still not done with this conversation. Because I feel like we've had this part of the conversation 17 times already. And yet we keep ending up back here.
Đối với ความรู้สึกของกูกล้าหน่อยดิวะ
Oh, okay. He said, "I'ma hop on. I'ma talk now. It's my turn to talk."
ผมไม่หนีเฮียก็ได้
I guess we can only talk when we're on top of each other, so.
ตามจับผมไม่ทันแล้วกัน
Bitch. The tension, though.
คนตอนเนี้ยต่างคนต่างได้ประโยชน์ใช่ปะใช่แล้วถ้าวันไหนผมเบื่อก็เลิก
Girl.
มึงเป็นอะไรผมถามอะไรหน่อยดิเฮีย
Yes, please. For the love of God, please ask.
ทุกอย่างตอนนี้มันยังเหมือนเดิมอยู่หรือเปล่าเฮียมึงหมายถึงอะไรที่ผมเคยถามเฮียว่าสิ่งที่เราเป็นอยู่มันคืออะไรแล้วตอนนี้ไอ้เฮียมันยังเป็นแบบนั้นอยู่ไหม
No. I swear to God, if you say anything but no right now, girl, you know the answer. Why is it taking you this long to, girl, words faster.
ผมตอบเฮีย
Jesus Christ. It was not that complicated of an answer when. Okay, so now we're reaching the point in the series, and I've gotten to this point in a number of various other series, where I feel like we're kind of dragging out this same miscommunication plot point a little bit longer than it needs to be drug out. And it's kind of frustrating. It's kind of frustrating. I know there are a lot of people out there, various series I've said this in, and you know, probably in this comment section too, will be like, yeah, but you know that's how it is sometimes. Some people, you know, they misunderstand, they this, that, and the other. Or if people just had conversations and just settled everything right away, these series wouldn't exist. A lot of these series are built on miscommunication. Like, I get it. We build a lot. If people did the logical thing all the damn time, like you said, a lot of these series would not exist. We're living in this fantasy world where, you know, we make stupid decisions sometimes and this, that, and the other. It's not all 100% reality. I got it. That's all well and good. That's fine. But there comes a certain point in some of these series, Cutie Pie comes to mind because I feel like I said it a million times throughout that series, where we're driving this same plot point home, and I'm like, y'all can only have these same miscommunications so long before I get tired of seeing it. And we keep getting close. We keep just edging. We keep dancing around the subject, and we keep getting close to having a conversation, and then no, we don't. Almost have a conversation, no, we don't. Almost have a conversation, no, we don't. I'm like, y'all just have the fucking conversation. Please, just talk. And I understand emotions are sometimes difficult to work through. Sometimes it's not always easy to just be 100% honest and that vulnerable with somebody. And words can be difficult sometimes. I get it. Trust me. I relate. It's just frustrating. It's frustrating because this makes me feel like this is like the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th time, however many times we've done this little dance with winning team throughout this series, where I'm like, we could have spent this time with Juan and Tool, or we could have spent this time with Prook and Manau, or some more with Dean and Parm, even though they have their own series. Like, if all we're gonna do is just do the same dance for 8.5 episodes, then we could have just chopped this down. We could have just made this a 10 episode series, or, you know, something like that. Like, so I'm like, like why are we still doing the song and dance? So I was very, very happy as the episode went on. So I'm like, okay, it seems as though we're gonna have this conversation. We're gonna have this conversation between Win and Team, because like I stated in the middle there, they have two different love languages. Team very much needs those verbal confirmations. He needs constant reaffirmation verbally that you love, you care, you want to be there for him. And Win seems to be a little bit more acts of, you know, physical acts, how he behaves, interactions, not so much the words in general. So, and that's fine. Different love languages can get along as long as we understand how our partner processes love and emotions and how to illustrate that to our partner. So for me, just watching, it is very obvious. Win's feelings are very obvious, but I am very much one of those kind of acts of service, you know, love language people as well. Words are not necessarily the easiest thing for me at all times. So I pretty much showcase how I love and care about people around me through the things that I do, not necessarily with my words. So I understand, I can recognize Win's feelings. I'm like, I look at him, I'm like, yes, he loves you. He loves you. No ifs, ands, or buts. He wants to be your everything. You are the only person on his mind. You are the only person. And just from interactions we had with them and interactions that Team has had with other people in Win's life, where they're like, oh, Win has never acted this way with anybody, or Win's never paid this much attention to anybody, or this, that, and the other. And it's like, I don't know how much more confirmation you need, but I get it. He needs the words, and I don't think those words have fully been said. And from the flashbacks we've been getting of conversations they had, I can see where Team might be hung up on these small little details. Like, he might keep flashing back, like, yes, we might be having a good time, but he's flashing back to the conversation we had in the locker room where, okay, is this relationship, or is what we have mutually beneficial for the both of us? And if I get bored, what's going to happen? Okay, we'll break up. Cool. And it just makes that scenario made it seem like, okay, we're just having fun, and it's just, until it's no longer fun, we're just going to keep doing what we're doing. And, you know, part of this fun circle includes the sexy time, but also includes the cuddling and the snacks, the meals, this, that, and the other. All that just falls under this fun circle. But then Team is not knowing, Team is getting confused because he's going back to this fun that they established episode 2, episode 3, whatever episode that was. But he's feeling other things. He's like, yes, we're doing all these things, but us doing all these things is starting to make me feel some other type of way, coming to the conclusion that, yes, he actually loves Win. He's falling for Win, which is great. He's finally admitted his feelings, at least to himself and to his friends. So great, he loves Win. We already know Win loves him. Okay, we just need to get these two in the same room to say those words to one another. And even conversation Win was having with Dean, he's like, when are you going to tell him? You got to tell him soon. And he's like, I think I'm going to tell him tonight. I'm like, okay, great. Fantastic. We're going to have this conversation. We're going to settle this for once and for all. And we're just going to move on. Move on. It's going to be great. But then, of course, we gotta introduce some more little terms. So we're playing Spin the Bottle, and Dean's like, do you have a boyfriend? I'm like, girl. Wow. I mean, I get what Dean's trying to do. Dean's trying to look out for his friend. Like, okay, fine. You guys are having trouble having this conversation, so I'm going to get this conversation started for y'all. I'm going to make this happen right now. I'm going to be a good wingman, a good bestie to you. I got you, girl. So you got a boyfriend. And Team is like, I'm like, girl, just answer the damn question. Just say yes or no, preferably yes, because like, say yes. Everybody knows, like, it's no secret what's going on between y'all. It's not like we're keeping it, under wraps anymore. Everybody knows, just like everybody knows about Parm and Dean, and y'all are just now finding about Prook and Manal. Like, everybody knows about you two. So did I say Parm and Dean? If I did, like, girl, everybody knows. So just yes. Or no, whatever, just answer. So he's like, no. And I'm like, shit. Well, there goes confusion and drama we didn't need. So I'm like, okay, again, y'all just need to have a conversation. Y'all need to clear up some things. So then they're sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Ooh. And they start kissing, and I'm like, okay, that's great, but can we talk? Can we talk, for the love of God? Because I feel like, again, this is like the 18th time we've encountered this same scenario. And like, what do they say the definition of insanity is? Doing the same thing and expecting different results. Like, we keep doing the same song and dance where it's like, instead of talking, we do sexy time shenanigans, and then we're left in confusion 2 days later. Like, oh, what are we? What does this mean? And then, like, instead of talking, we start kissing and we do sexy time shenanigans, and it's like, oh, what are we? So I'm like, for the love of God, no more sexy time shenanigans until we gotta have this goddamn conversation. So they start making out, and then team runs off. So Win chases after him and starts having flashbacks to conversations he was having at the swim club with the other two seniors. And I was like, okay, maybe this is going to flip some switch in him, give him the courage to have this conversation finally, because we had already planned to have whatever conversation with team that night anyway. So, but instead he throws team on the bed and mounts him. I'm like, okay, not quite how I go about having these kind of emotional personal conversations, but to each his own. But then he started to have some form of honest-ish conversation. I'm like, okay, again, mounting the man is not necessarily my go-to method of having these conversations, but at least it's a conversation we're having. Okay, I'm gonna just see where this goes for right now. So they were still just grazing the surface. Like, they're dancing around it and they're just grazing the surface. I'm like, I need you guys to dive into this pool. Stop just waiting on the water. Just dive in, for the love of God. So they're grazing the surface. Oh, if I need you to be afraid of, you can be afraid of anything in the world, but not be afraid of me and my feelings. I'm like, yes, let's talk about your feelings. And then team's like, whoop, flip, I'm on top now. I'm like, my turn to talk. I'm like, okay, fine. You say what you gotta say, baby, because it's like, I won't be afraid of anything, but if I run, you gotta chase me. I'm like, okay, this sounds flirtatious instead of actual conversation that I need you guys to have, but okay, fine, whatever. They start making out some more, and then team starts flashing back to conversations they had in the locker. It's like, and then they stop, and then team's like, hey, question. I'm like, yes, for the love of God, have the fucking conversation. It's like, I need to know how you feel. Is it exactly how it was when we were in the locker room? Has anything changed between us? And for whatever reason, Win just froze. And I'm like, now is not the time. Now is not the time, because this feels like unnecessary drama. This feels like us trying to extend this miscommunication drama into another 2 episodes for y'all to resolve. I'm like, no. I do not want to see the same storyline going through the next 2 episodes. Spit out the words, team. Spit out the words. You're ready to have the conversation tonight anyway. You feel these feelings, and I get it. Saying the words are hard sometimes, but for the love, you told him when you were mounting him, man up. Team Win, man the fuck up and have the conversation right now. So the conversation presented itself, and Team Win, for whatever reason, froze. And in that moment that he froze, team's like, okay, I got the answer I need. I guess we are just fucking around. Bye. And I'm like, ah. So yes, I just need them to not stretch out this storyline anymore, because if this is the only like plot point of their storyline, I moved on from it. I'm done with this plot point. I was hoping, because from where we left last episode, very emotional, team bearing his soul, dealing with those things that he hasn't told Win yet about the death of his cousin and this guilt he's been harboring. I was hoping, or I was expecting, that we were going to pick up where we left off, but we kind of just brushed that under the rug. I'm like, okay, we're gonna go back to the same plot point of misunderstanding each other's feelings. I'm like, what if we just dive some more into that emotional, devastating thing that we started to last episode, and then we could dive a little bit more into some of Win's family problems and whatnot. But instead, we just kind of said, okay, those things don't exist right now. We're done with those. Let's go back down this same miscommunication storyline that we've been doing. Okay, so yeah, those are my thoughts about that. I still love the series, don't get me wrong. I love the series, and they do fantastic things. Like, the chemistry between Win and team is fantastic. The acting is fantastic. It's the choice of storyline that we're choosing for the characters for this point in the series. If this were like 2 episodes ago, I could see us still kind of wading through these waters. But like, at this point, I'm like, just get it over with. Move on from this plot point and let's move on to other things, please. Because like, we could have dealt with this miscommunication 3 episodes ago and spent the rest of the series dealing with their actual demons that have been haunting them. Like, we only touched on Team's demon stuff his guilt and all that kind of stuff last episode. We touched on it. There's still so much more healing and work that we could do. We could talk things out. There's so many other things that we could explore with that. And there's so many things with Team's or Win's family dynamic that we could explore. Him being this middle child, being stuck in, like, there's so much that we could explore, but we're exploring the same little, so whatever. I'm going to stop talking about that for now. Well, who knows? I have 2 more episodes to get through today, so this conversation might come up again. We'll see. But what else happened in the episode? We also had, cute moments with Prince and B, which, as I said in those times, they're my injection of just sweetness. Where Win and team take me on an emotional journey, sometimes a frustratingly emotional journey because we keep playing the same points. B and Prince are just cute. They're just a nice little sugar pill. Like, just sweetness, little shot of sweetness. I'm like, okay, I appreciate you guys. You're adorable and I love you. Same thing with my little sunshine, Ryu. Like, he is precious. He is the most precious thing in the world. He's a little ball of sunshine and I love him. And like I was saying there, literally, if this were any other character in the show or almost any other series, if they had said some of the things or acted some of the ways that he was acting in that scene with Juan, you might feel like, oh, this is a little cringy. Oh, this might be a little hard to watch. Oh, why? Oh. But because it is him, and he is the biggest ball of sunshine and the sweetest little thing in the world, it just works. It just works. He makes it work, and I love him. I adore him. I want to be his brother so I can cuddle on him in a non-sexual way because he's just the most precious thing in the world. I just, hey, how you doing? Let me cuddle on you, babies. Yeah, sweet boy. Yeah, so I appreciate these little sweet moments being injected here. We got a little bit more of Juan and Tun, which again, I feel like we could have cut this miscommunication storyline in half and ended it a couple episodes ago and spent more time with some of these side characters. I know that the main storyline is Win and team. This is their story and we don't want to spend all this time with side characters. But like, don't give me all these side character storylines if you don't want to spend time with them. So I feel like we could have spent more time with them, getting to know them, fleshing them out a little bit, maybe seeing stuff. I feel like I said the same thing in Cutie Pie with Cine Noir. Or, again, same kind of complaint where it's like, okay, we're kind of stretching out the same storyline of miscommunication and not just having a goddamn honest conversation at some point, and we could have spent this time exploring Cine Noir, this, that, and the other. Like, well, I wish we got some more time. We got a little bit of time with Juan and Boun, but I wish we got more. But he's clearly going through it because he's in love too. Everybody on this swim team is in love, but he's in complicated love, just like everybody else on the swim team, except for Brooke. Brooke seems to be the only person because. Why? He's a straight shooter. He's very straightforward. We saw that little conversation he had with team in Parm, where it's like, they're like, oh, you're so straightforward. It's like, yeah, if I like somebody, I like somebody. Why would I waste the time? I'm like, thank you. And as we see, they're like the only, aside from Dean and Parm, because they've already been established. We saw their series. I don't know where in the timeline this episode is as far as the Until We Meet Again timeline, but they've already been together and established, whatever, so they're happy as well too. outside of our like newer-ish relationships that we're exploring throughout this series, Manal and Perk are the only ones who are happy right now. And, well, B and Prince. Because they were, straightforward and just said, hey, I like you. I want to date you. Great, let's date. And so we've just reserved them, resigned them to be background characters. But they're happy background characters because they had an honest fucking conversation. Go figure. So, Tun is feeling things because he knows who Juan is, and he's worried that if Juan knows who he is, he may not want to talk to him anymore, or he may not be a safe space, which I understand that dynamic. I understand where his feelings are coming from because of how closely tied he is to his baby brother. Like, hey, they're good friends. They're on the same swim team, and like, hey, it could be a weird energy potentially if he found out that, oh, I know this person. He's very close to me in proximity. So I understand where his insecurities are coming from. But at the same time, and I appreciate the conversation that Dean and Wynn were having with him. And Dean was just trying to be like, hey, just have a conversation, be honest with him. I'm like, thank you, someone in this universe who thinks the way I think. Because again, that's the only way that that particular storyline is going to get any sort of resolution, one way or the other, whether they end up together or they don't end up together. Because if he just sits there in secrecy, like, okay, I'm in love from a distance, but I'm never going to tell him who I am, and we're never going to meet in person, this, that, and the other, well, okay, that's fine, I guess. But it sounds like a terribly unfulfilling relationship dynamic, so a conversation needs to be had at some point. What else? Is there anything else major? Not really. We did have that little brief moment when you and Juan were cuddling before bed and Daddy was just lurking outside the door cheesing. I'm like, oh, okay. Not creepy at all, Daddy, but okay, you're happy to see your sons happy together. That's great. Are you gonna stop being a dick to Juan now? Like, is that the point of that little scene we had there? He saw how happy the brothers are together, so he's gonna stop being a dick to his son, maybe, hopefully. We'll wait and see. But yeah, other than that, I think that pretty much covers my general feelings about everything that happened in the episode. So like I said, the actors are doing a great job. They've got great chemistry, and I don't have any issue with I still love the series. I love the soundtrack is everything, as I comment every 5 minutes when another song comes on. Soundtrack is everything. Cinematography is gorgeous. I love so many of the camera angles, so many of the lighting decisions. Like, the show is great. Only issue I'm taking up with right now is how we are fleshing out this latter half of the series script-wise. And there are just some tweaks and changes that I would make for my own personal taste, but not everyone is me, and that is fine. You guys may love it as is, and that is great. More power to you. Just my opinions, that's all. But anyway, I have to dive into the next episode, so I'm going to stop talking here so I can do that. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on notifications, be notified when all of my shenanigans get posted. If there's anything else you'd like me to react to, be sure to leave it down in the comments. I'll get to it as soon as I possibly can. If you'd like to support the channel in other ways, you're more than welcome to join us over on Patreon. You don't have to, but you're more than welcome to if you want to. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Love ya. Mwah. And before you guys go, I want to give a huge thank you to everyone supporting me over on Patreon. This channel would not be what it is today without your continued support, and I can't begin to thank you guys enough for all you've done for me. If you'd like to join us over on Patreon, the link is down in the description. I'll see you guys in my next video. Love ya.